Keeping a lot of fish is a lot of fun, but you need some tips and advice to make sure everything is going according to plan. And the first thing I would recommend is a quarantine tank because otherwise all your fish room is basically in danger. So yeah, water, we love it and the fish love it too. But guess what? Parasite and other sickness lurk in these deep water. When you bring a very special friend home from the pet store, you also bring all the disease he might be carrying. It doesn't happen all the time, but most of us have experienced a fight with worms, fungus, and in my case right now, ick. Ick is the white spot syndrome, which is currently uh, undergoing in my aquarium. And the reason why you want a quarantine tank is because this very much limitate the damage, and it allows you to observe the new fish, observe if they act normally, and it makes you very much able to react quickly enough so you can save your fish. So in my case, for fighting ick, I had to raise the temperature up and I had to equip myself with some ick medication. This will help me cure the aquarium pretty fast and the new fish will be very healthy after this treatment. Now, as the labels say, I must be very careful using that with shrimp, and this is why I have no shrimp left in this aquarium. So, why a 5-gallon aquarium? Well, the 5-gallon was already the nursery of my platies and my guppies. It is also full of good mosses, and it is, to be fair, a very small aquarium. A 5 or 10-gallon is perfect for most small community fish. If you have bigger fish like cichlid, you want to quarantine them in something bigger, but don't go too big because medication is expensive and you want to medicate the fish as quick as possible and as efficiently as possible. But yeah, it's way easier to manage a 5-gallon than a 125-gallon, for example. So this is why all my new fish go in this aquarium at first. And this really much ensure me very good visibility on all the new fish. I can monitorize their feeding behaviors, their like swimming patterns. I can monitorize their colors, their fins, if there is any damage. I can see pretty much everything, and this is a perfect example of what a quarantine tank should look like. You want some real plants in there, not a lot of decoration to be fair because you want to be able to see all the fish at all time, but you also don't want them to be stressed out, so having a lot of vegetation and like not the best light ever is actually a good thing in this situation. You also want to crank the temperature up because especially with ick, you want the disease to spray very quickly. That way you can make it vulnerable to the medication. You also always want to remove carbon from your filter, otherwise medication is pretty much useless and your fish will eventually die. One big thing and a very sad thing about Canada right now is that our medication is getting banned, getting removed. So in the near future, I won't have the medication I am currently having right now. And it is very alarming. But one way to help like diminuate the impact of this very strange situation is obviously to maintain a quarantine tank at all time. You want an aquarium that has always a cycled up. You don't want to use a brand new aquarium which is not ready to support life. So one big thing I like about this aquarium is the fact that I will always have some livestock in there, making sure the cycle is always established. So right now I have all my baby platies pooping and making some ammonia for the good bacteria to eat. But eventually when my guppy will breed, I will also keep them in this tank. And the reason is obviously because I want to monitorize the new babies, as well as I want to monitorize new fish that I might add to my collection. And so should you. This really will negate the effect of water like propulsing everything everywhere, and that will save you both lives and money. So as a last note for this video, if anyone of you is more aware of the situation in Canada about medication, please let me know. It is very scary, you know, because I've talked to a guy at my local fish store, and he basically told me that like maybe the company will just rebrand their product, and maybe that will help. But for now, one of the only available resources we will have is to go to the vet at Toronto, or like very near Toronto. That specific place will be the only one that will be able to do some shipment for medication that we were already having access. It is a very weird situation. If anyone know more about that, please let me know. But yeah, if you live in Canada right now, I strongly advise you to go to your local fish store and raid it from all medication, because sooner or later, if the ban continue, we will lose our accessibility to medication. If you know like grandma style way of cure your fish, like without using medication, especially for very common disease like ick and fungus, or like other parasites, let me know. And if you have any question, or if you want to share some of your experience, or if you are afraid for your fish, or if you have more question about quarantine that I might have skipped in this video, please let me know, and I will I will make sure, to answer your question in the comment section. Also, please make sure to subscribe to my second channel, Bob Army Comedy Squad. I have some new stuff coming on that channel pretty soon. It's basically a comedy channel where like everything goes very randomly, very quickly. It's absolutely not the same style as this channel, which is more informative. Apart from if you dig too deep, but yeah. Thanks a lot, everyone. I will try to do more videos. Like, I want to address it now. I know it's the end of this video, but you know, I haven't been able to do a lot of videos lately, and this is because I am busy with a lot of other stuff. But I'm actually full of surprises, and don't worry, I'm not quitting YouTube. In fact, I am trying to grow more and more, and this is why I do videos like these. I really need your support, guys. We're so close to the goal of getting monetization. Oh, really? So this is an awesome news, and all I need is watch hours, and this is why I do videos like these that I hope will get popular over time. I know I'm a small YouTuber with a small YouTube channel, but I have a big dream and a big vision and a
bigger and bigger fish room. So I hope you enjoy all of that, and I will see you all pretty soon in the next one. Ciao.